Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for coming out here. If you are just joining us, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. My people, the former APC campaign director, Jatu, have come out to tell Nigerians the reason why she, withdraw from APC campaign director. She have told Nigerians why she withdrew from or resigned from APC party. According to her, she said Tinubu is physically and mentally unfit to rule Nigeria. Is if you talk of green, Tinubu will reply you with red. She said the APC candidate is not only physically unfit to lead the nation, but he is also mentally unfit. You see this Tinubu issue, now knows say women are really very dangerous. In all this, the wife knows what is going on with the husband, but she still dey push. Shey yesterday, she dey tell Nigerians say, if Tinubu win the election and after 4 years, e no perform well, make the vote and comot. Now that one we dey talk. Do you know what is going to happen between this 2023 to that first 4 years to come? Nigeria is roasting already. And you want to bring somebody who does not even know what is going on. It's only unpatriotic politicians. They are the one behind this Tinubu's ambition. Tinubu is just a placeholder for their cabals. So they know what they are doing. Nigerians, if we cannot make it right now, it's going to take us decades before this can be corrected. It's only God knows what is going to happen before then. Well, let's quickly hit the news and get the full details. But before then, guys, if you are just joining us, kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. May God bless you all. A former director of the Civil Society of the All Progressive Congress Presidential Campaign Council, APC, PCC, has explained why she dumped the ruling party presidential candidate Bola Tinubu. Sahara reporters had reported that Najatu on Saturday resigned her membership of PCC and APC by extension, adding that her decision was hinged on much reflection and a careful consideration. However, in an interview with an online newspaper, The Whistler, she claimed Tinubu is suffering from dementia. According to her, the APC candidate is not only physically unfit to lead the nation, but is also mentally unfit. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu that I sat with for 2 hours, he slept most of the time. It was Bisi Akinde that was really talking to. Most importantly, he is not only physically unfit, he is mentally unfit. Whether we want it or not, this is the truth. It is not that I hate Tinubu. I respect him because I have heard of 1 or 2 people that he assisted, which is good, she said. But when you talk of leadership of over 200 million people, you know that if you remove tribal sentiment, you know that he's incapable. Those that will rule are those around him. That is the reality. He is mentally deranged. I said it. I sat with him for 2 hours in London. When you talk of green, he will give you an answer of red. He can't even uh, answer a very simple question. He has very serious dementia. I believe he has Alzheimer's because he cannot even hold a cup of tea. If you remove tribal sentiment, if you remove the Lagos-Ibadan press, if Tinubu were not a Yoruba man, he would not dare contest election because they will crucify him. but people are all there to defend him because he's a Yoruba man. That is it. He is Igbe Omo Oduduwa over everything else. I was in the campaign for Yola and we had to beg them to take the mic from him. Everything about Tinubu is based on lies. Imagine he's an Hausa man. Will he contest elections with all these goals on top of them? In this campaign, nobody should talk of corruption because they are corruption personified. She added that Tinubu has no plan for the northern part of the country if elected. He said, I am in London. Can you come and meet me in London? I said, why not? He said, do you want me to buy you a ticket? I said, no, sir. It is not the problem. He said, do you need a hotel? I said, yes, sir. So after I dropped the call, I called my traveling agent that night to get me a ticket, and that is how I got to London that the same day at night. I was picked up by one Ibrahim Masari. I sat with Ashiweju, and while we were sitting there, came in Chief Basi Akinde. I asked Ashiweju, sir, please tell me if you really want me to do this job for you. Tell me. Tell me what I did to Buhari. I always attend his campaign. The structure for the Northwest is my structure. I made it and I sustained it. I asked Tinubu, what do you have for us in the North? And he looked me in the face and said, nothing. I said, sir, you mean you have nothing for the North? And the question of security, out of school children, agriculture, and many things like that, everybody in the Northeast is waiting to be killed or kidnapped. He said, if I give you my blueprint, I will be subjecting myself to all kinds of things. Sometimes they might even kill you. I said, who are they? Sir, you have to have a blueprint. He said he had no intention of making a blueprint until he wins the election. I said, then there will be a lot of distraction. This is exactly what has happened to Buhari. Every time we go out, it's about how we get power, not about how to utilize it. He said, if I had anything the North would need, that I should bring it to him so he can put it in his manifesto. And I said that was fair enough, but I told him that we have a network led by Sanusi Lamedo. He said that was okay, and I asked if we should go and meet him in Paris, but I told him I would do that. So the next day I went to Paris and I called Sanusi and I told him I am in Paris. He said he was sorry that he was out already. So we agreed I should come back to London and I wait for him. So I went back to London about 4 or 5 days after he met with me. He was kind and humble when he came to my hotel and I told him everything that transpired between myself and Ashiweju. He encouraged me and gave me a breakdown of what we should have. The question of the Amajiri, they are the ones that are used as a canal for banditry, and then the economy, the agriculture, our currency. Do you know I compelled these things till date? I compiled these things to date. I beg your pardon. I have not been allowed to deliver to him. So you can now see how patient I have been. I told Ashiweju, I have no business being a zombie. I can't be following you because you are Ashiweju. I don't care who you are. I can only follow Allah because anyone that does not put himself on the scale of God, unto whom he will return, I think that person is a sick person. I am 62 years and at this age, I cannot go killing, stealing and so on. To get what? At what age? He has not reached out to me up till now. I tried Sir BC Akinde. I tried convincing Ibrahim Asiri. I begged him because it was through him that I got to know Asiwaju when I came to London. He was the closest person to him. So we know up north. I said, please, what do I do with these things I have written? He said, you are late now because Nasser El-Rufai has already brought some things that we are putting on the manifesto. And the only thing that we are putting is the state police. So I said, so the North does not need anything except state police. State police for what? From that day, I had nothing to do with them.